What is going on, people? Cycle here. Want to go over a recent war we had with the Hoosier Knights. It's a great war from start to end. We ended up losing it in the end, but it was just such a fun battle. A lot of great attacks. Started off with a ton of 3-star attacks back and forth. It was a lot. It was so much fun. I enjoyed battling these guys. But I wanted to cover 3 of our attacks that we did in the Town Hall 12 range on this video. First one we'll look at here is Deuster. He attacked their number 8 guy, and he was going to use a bowler attack on this one. And I love what he did here at the beginning, and I thought that he actually screwed up, but watch this. He drops not 1, but 2 electric dragons. Typically when you funnel, you only do 1 electric dragon per side and kind of work your way in the center then. But he threw in 2 up here, and I found that interesting, and I want you to watch what happens here because of that. He gets to this part right here, and I thought, that air defense is going to take it out, but one shot, and those electric dragons take out that air defense, and he's going to get some extra mileage out of that electric dragon up top. He works the funnel down below with those bowlers. They're going to take out those collectors and keep his troops going towards the center, take out those CC troops, and work their way towards that town hall with the eagle defense and the single target inferno and the hero right there. So a lot of stuff that he's going to access here very quickly, especially when he throws down that rage and gets the ice golem freeze. He's going to take out a lot of stuff before his troops really suffer any major damage. He throws down the jump spell to get them out of that compartment into the center. The goal obviously here is to get rid of that single target inferno. It is just going to eat his troops up here as his king pounds away at that wall, trying to get through. That single target inferno finds his king, starts to drain him, and just as the king gets through, takes him out. And if you look down south, his bowlers are no help. They decided they're going to take a walk around the block. So he's kind of in a bad situation here. Gets his queen back up here, and I thought she's not going to really be able to get to too much, but watch as he pops the ability, takes out this expo here before it can start targeting these other troops, throws a freeze down, gets that single target inferno gone, and just has to pound his way through these storages here. Those bowlers, on the meantime, are just continuing to clean up along the outside while the queen is doing all the heavy lifting, taking all sorts of shots left and right. She manages to get rid of the cannon, takes out another building, goes for the mortar. She's just about dead, gives a couple shots to that cannon, gets it out of there, and the bowlers got to have just a nice lazy walk that day. The queen really carried the battle there and just did a fantastic job. Love that attack by Deuster. He uses it regularly, and I think I'm going to start giving it a shot also. I do want to look at 2 of my attacks during this war. They were both bat attacks, and I want to show you what I was looking at on this one. As you can see, 3 of the wizard towers are on one side of the building. I got 1 multi-target inferno on the center there. And my goal is to get to that multi-target inferno and take out as many of those wizard towers as possible before I release my bats. So I go ahead and start off by creating a funnel. First, however, I throw out my queen. The reason why is because I wanted to try to get my queen as close to that air defense before I threw down my dragon on the south there. I wanted to get that air defense out of there so I can get some extra mileage out of my dragon. So after I get the queen and the dragons released, I go ahead and throw in my wall wrecker to get through there. And just as I get through there, a Tesla tower pops up, starts pegging my queen, so she gets distracted, runs over there, so that air defense starts to take out my electric dragon before I can get my queen to it. I get the rest of my troops into that funnel, so my dragon did his job, and I get everybody raged up, and I get them all angry, and they start taking stuff out. And I get frozen by their CC golem here, but I break through that wall, throw in the rage spell, get the warden's ability on everybody, and now they are just going to tear up that southern porch. As soon as that multi-target inferno is gone, I'll feel a lot more happy about releasing my bats. So now that it's gone, I look down there just to make sure what's going on, throw in my bats to get rid of that single target inferno before I can do any more damage to my people. And I freeze it because I got plenty of freeze spells, so I freeze that, then I freeze that top wizard tower and get the other one frozen too before I can get my bats. And it was a little early on it, so I have to drop my last free spell on it. But I get it taken out, get the rest of the northern defenses, and the only major one left is that single target inferno, which is no match for my horde of bats. Comes in, overwhelms it, and I'm going to walk away with the 3-star attack on this one. One of the beautiful things about this attack, and you're especially going to see that in the next one, is that despite the fact that you can have things go completely off rails sometimes and not go according to plan, you can still walk away with the 3-star on it. There's a lot of versatility with this attack. You know, you got some ground, you got some air, and those bats combined with anything are just a great Town Hall 12 accessory. So yeah, now we're going to go down to the number 10 guy here. Against DC of the Hoosier Knights, and I look again and I see something I love. I got 4 wizard towers on one side of this base, and I made a mistake and I dropped a P.E.K.K.A. at the beginning instead of my electric dragon. I also dropped my electric dragon too close to the southern side there, and that blower, as you can see, is going to keep knocking him off course, and I'm not going to get as much use out of him as I would like. I was hoping to get this other electric dragon down south to take out that wizard tower down there. Don't quite get it done. Those wizard towers will survive. So I go ahead and throw in my wall wrecker, and I'm not as good shape as I would like to be. Now the wall wrecker's in there. He's getting hit by that inferno. I'm like, oh, I need to get my ward in there. Throw out my ward and my P.E.K.K.A.s, and they decide to go south, abandoning my wall wrecker. And my people down there just starting to get destroyed. The ice golem freezes them up. I throw in the rest of my bowlers, get my king in there, and start raging those guys up so I can get as many of those defenses out of there as possible. Meantime, my P.E.K.K.A.s are still walking around out there destroying those terrible, horrible collectors which are destroying everything. But one rage spell in the center there with my bowlers, and I just destroy those southern defenses. Opens up. I love what happens here because now I have that whole portion down there taken care of. As soon as I get that last wizard tower they're targeting, I'm good to go. Here comes the bats. These bats, again, just sweep through, eat up the defenses, especially when they get that swarming there. You can see that they just start one-shotting everything. Boom, gone. Freeze that Inferno because I got plenty of freeze spells left over. Boom, gone. I drop one on the Expo just to be safe. Boom, gone. That wizard tower that was left, that would be the last threat, gone also. The king managed to get back there and get it taken care of before my bats get over there. So I have a pretty easy finish to this here. I got a lot of troops left over, got spells left over, didn't even use the queen's ability. Battery's almost dead, but we get it done. So again, the versatility of this attack allows so much of user error that it's insane how powerful it is. And you can be an idiot like myself and still manage a 3-star, get a 6-pack in a war even with this attack. So great one to keep in the repertoire there. Hope you guys enjoyed what you're seeing here. Give it a shot, practice with it, have some fun, and good luck.